that determination comes first from the doctor. If the doctor, your physician, if he or she examines you and says that you are too ill to fast, you need some medication, for example, and you have to have this medication, for example, let's say every 6 hours. If you don't have this medication every 6 hours, it can have harmful effect on you. If that is the case, that's what the doctor determines, then in that case, you are too ill to fast. If a person, for example, is diabetic, and he must have some food, he cannot go 20 hours without food, and the doctor says it's dangerous for your health. So again, that's another example where, in this case, if the doctor determines that the fasting will be harmful, detrimental, then it is haram to fast. Then it's not allowed to fast anymore if it's going to kill you or possibly damage your health. Okay. Now, sometimes people get migraines. Okay, migraines. Now here, the Sharia is it's a gray area. Just having the migraine itself is not an enough reason not to fast. Some people say, if you can maybe relax at home, just lie down, then maybe you should do that. According to Sayyid Sistani and some of the fuqaha and the maraji', they say those who get migraines, if you are able to get some IV, then you should do that. Because according to Ayatollah Sistani and some of the fuqaha, IV does not break your fast. The IV, it is not considered ingestion. Ingestion is what breaks your fast, when you ingest food or consume some fluids. Injection is not the same as ingestion. So they say injection is allowed. You can inject. If you can inject IV, then you have to take IV because it doesn't break your fast. So then you take some IV to hydrate yourself. If you feel sometimes that you are getting weak or you're hesitant, the last resort that I tell people before Dhuhr, go travel. Go traveling. 22 kilometers outside the borders of the greater Halifax area. Whatever the greater Halifax area, once you leave that last border out of the greater, so Bedford, Halifax, etc., all this area, get out 22 kilometers, and then once you pass the 22 kilometers, drink some water, and then come back 22 kilometers, that's 44 kilometers. Or you go one way, 44 kilometers. One way, 44 kilometers. Once you pass 44 kilometers from that last point of the greater Halifax area, then you can break your fast. But before Dhuhr, when you come back, you have to, you're not fasting anymore. But then what you need to do is renew your niyyah. Tajdidun niyyah lis-siyam. You have to renew your niyyah that I'm fasting tomorrow, inshallah, the month of Ramadan and the remaining month of Ramadan. Wajib qurbatan ila Allah ta'ala. So that's what you need to do.